Good morning. Thanks, Bradley. My name is Justin Cure, and I am the Director of Information Services for the City of Longview, Texas. I've been with the City of Longview for over 15 years, and in my current position for over 8 years. My first position with Longview was GIS Manager, and with that I was tasked with implementing an enterprise GIS. Over the last 15 years, we've implemented that enterprise GIS, but we've also been fortunate enough to create a enterprise Cityworks, or a Cityworks instance used throughout our entire organization. Thought I'd take some time this morning to explain what that looks like and share some interesting ways we're utilizing Cityworks. For those that aren't familiar, Longview is a city of about 85,000 that sits in the piney woods of East Texas. About 2 hours east of Dallas and an hour west of Shreveport, Louisiana. Our primary industries revolve around oil and gas, manufacturing, and medical. We're also home to the Great Texas Balloon Race. All right, so in 2009, we implemented Cityworks Desktop AMS for Public Works. For those that don't remember or weren't using Cityworks during that time, it sat on top of ArcGIS Desktop. The groups involved with our first implementation included street repair, traffic signals and signs, drainage infrastructure, maintenance, wastewater system repairs, and water system repairs. With this implementation, Public Works eliminated 6 different Access and Foxpro databases that were not tied to any features or locations. One unique way we use Cityworks today in Public Works is that we captured non-metered water usage by using work orders to track equipment fill amounts and amounts used for creek and sewer flushings. We provide a water loss calculator on an inbox tab to estimate water loss based on the type and size of a break, the pressure and leak time. The loss is recorded on water main break work orders. All these water usage amounts are accumulated and reported on a crystal report to understand how much water we're losing from the system. In 2010, we moved parks maintenance and parks recreation to Cityworks. This, of course, included all maintenance related to parks, such as restroom cleaning, repairs to lighting, etc. It also included the recreation side of parks so that they could create work orders for things like baseball field prep for games and maintenance that is reported directly to them. In addition to the flexibility of communication, it also eliminated another piece of software that we were maintaining and paying licensing for. Parks uses the Cityworks inspection feature to record play area playground inspections on a weekly or biweekly basis. Condition scores are calculated for each inspection. This information identifies repeat issues and a history of the condition at regular and frequent intervals. These inspections can provide historical proof of condition if needed in the event of an accident. In 2011, we introduced Cityworks to our wastewater treatment plant and all 3 of our water treatment plants. These divisions had not been using any software to monitor work orders and were instead relying on emails as a form of work assignments. This implementation was the first time we utilized related assets within Cityworks. We use related assets to track work order and costs for expensive assets not shown on the map due to their physical size. This example is from the wastewater treatment plant. We select a building on the map and then open the asset viewer to see all of the assets within that building. A work order can be created for any of the listed assets, even though they're not shown on the map. This allows maintenance or replacement of expensive pumps or motors to be tracked. Also in 2011, we introduced our citizen reporting app, CitySend, provided by Rock Solid Technologies. Back then, it was just a way for our citizens to tell us about service requests from their smartphones that integrated fully with Cityworks. This week, we released version 3.0 of CitySend that now includes the ability to pay utility bills, traffic citations, reminders on when to set out your garbage for collection, view GIS web maps, etc. In 2012, we moved Cityworks to the web-based version we're all familiar with today. We also moved Cityworks to the cloud utilizing Amazon Web Services. This provided huge benefits, which include an easier way to use Cityworks in the field and no need to be on the city network. We also replicated our GIS geodatabase to the cloud, which had unforeseen benefits such as a backup in case of on-premise failure, more easily deploying web mapping applications, and simpler field data editing. I'd be doing our partner New Edge Services a disservice if I failed to mention them here. They have hosted our Cloud Cityworks since the beginning. They've done all of our implementations, and we wouldn't be near where we are today without their assistance. Also in 2012, we implemented Cityworks in our sanitation division to manage bulky item pickups for refuse and limbs, stolen carts, delivery of additional carts, things like that. They had not been using any software previously. One function that was improved in sanitation was bulky item scheduling. Each bulky item pickup is scheduled so that citizens know when they should put the items out at the curb. Before Cityworks, this was done with paper and pen. Now it's tracked in Cityworks, and the report you see is used to see how many pickups are already scheduled on a certain day. This provides more accurate tracking and better decision making. In 2015, we added an asset management administrator position. The expansion and workload had increased so much that it was necessary to dedicate a position solely to Cityworks. Previously, our database manager slash app developer also managed Cityworks. With the addition of this position, we were able to expand some administration, project management, and in-house training that has helped a lot. This is probably a good time to talk about my incredible team we have that manages Cityworks. We're very fortunate to have them, and we appreciate everything they do for Longview. In 2015, we also implemented Cityworks PLL for our development services department. This includes the development process, zoning, permits, building inspection, and code enforcement. This eliminated 2 more pieces of software. A unique aspect of our use of PLL is the cross-departmental use for water and sewer tap permitting. It's initiated in development services, which creates a service request when installation is needed. The request notifies the water and sewer department for installation of the taps. Completion of installation routes the request to the meters department, who installs the water meter, captures the meter number, and initial readings. These are routed to the utility billing department via Cityworks, which creates an account for the customer. Finance department is also notified of the new installation and the fees collected. In 2016, we implemented Cityworks PLL for our environmental health division. This includes restaurant inspections and mosquito control. We were able to eliminate another software with this implementation. Environmental health schedules health inspections based on the frequency for each type of establishment. Cityworks is used to complete checklists of potential violations, and a grade is assigned for the health inspection. In 2018, we started using Cityworks in our city secretary's office for alcohol permitting and cemetery ordinance enforcement. The alcohol permitting process is another cross-departmental process. It notifies environmental health, building inspections, planning and zoning, police representatives, when new applicants apply so that they can provide the approval of their area of responsibility through Cityworks. This process was previously completed with paper, forms, email, and believe it or not, a typewriter. Also in the City Secretary's office, we recently created a report of all traffic sign installations, which the City Secretary runs monthly and files for public inspection according to city ordinance. It includes the type of sign installed, location, date installed, and other miscellaneous information. Also in 2018, we added a data analyst position. For many years, we've been collecting data in Cityworks and using it to make some day-to-day decisions, but we wanted to use the data stored in Cityworks to make long-term data-driven decisions. One of the first things we knew we needed to do in order to accomplish this was quality control of our existing data. Recently, the data analyst has been utilizing Cityworks Insights to make sense of the large amounts of data stored in Cityworks. The image to the right is the dashboard used by our water sewer repair manager. Here's an example of an Insights card. It shows the status of work orders for the current year and location. As you can see, the manager has the ability to enable previous years to look for trends. This Insights card shows the location and frequency of water main repairs for 2019. It also shows the number of water main repairs in previous years. With Cityworks, we have eliminated 11 different databases or software, introduced software to 4 divisions, improved reporting, workflows, and collaboration. We're also now making data-driven decisions. With that, I can honestly say the state of the city is strong. So where do we go next? Well, we are currently implementing PLL Public Portal and AMS for our fleet operations. Next, we hope to move our SCADA group and grease trap inspections to Cityworks. We are at the end of year 1 of a 3-year ERP implementation, and we plan to integrate it fully with Cityworks. Lastly, we plan to continue to capitalize on the data in Cityworks with web maps, dashboards, and more advanced analysis.